Hi, it's Ileana. So today I am going to discuss implants and how they function. So, in order to communicate with other beings, galactic beings, extraterrestrials, you don't need to have any type of an implant to do this. Most galactics and extraterrestrials communicate telepathically directly through telepathy. It's not a standard thing to have an implant in your brain to communicate with different beings, especially Galactic Federation of Worlds. Some people may have implants because they couldn't be removed and they had to be modified then to serve a positive purpose, and that sometimes can mean communication. It could be a form of communication. The implant is modified to be able to transmit communication signals in and out. So that can happen. That's one option. Or the implants are completely shut down. Even though they're left in the body, they're completely shut down. Sometimes it's not safe to remove etheric, energetic implants or physical implants like microchips. So, implants can be used as a form of communication, to communicate information, to communicate directly, having conversations, showing you something visually, sending you updates, sending you downloads, uploads, sending you information in the form of information packets. Implants can also be used to connect to different databases, to connect to different holographic technology, to interact with crystalline technologies. There's many different uses for implants. There's all kinds. Again, there's the etheric ones that are pure energy, that are in the auric fields, that are in the meridians. Implants can be attached to any organs, body parts. For the most part, implants are used to augment strength, agility, intelligence, and to improve memory. Like the Neuralink implants that I had, they're etheric implants and also partially nanotechnology. I never had microchips in my brain. I had four Neuralink um, etheric slash nanotechnology implants that are smaller than microscopic, so MRIs couldn't pick them up, but they were there. I knew they were in my brain. They could facilitate communication. They could record information, video and audio, and then transmit that to somewhere else, to a database to download the information. These Neuralink implants helped me to connect with different holographic technologies, database systems, even to pilot remotely different spacecrafts to connect to navigational systems. So, this is what my implants allowed me to do. And again, implants serve different purposes. Sometimes someone can be born with etheric implants that help to strengthen the heart, the lungs. Those implants are there to help to heal the body. So those are positive implants. And sometimes implants are put into a soul with a negative intent to harm them, to manipulate them, to mind control them. Again, they could be etheric or they could be physical, made out of different metallic alloys, microchips. They can be in the hands, they can be in the neck, they can be in the brain, the heart, the shoulders, the back. Sometimes these implants are designed to hurt people by sending bad frequencies and energy that actually makes you physically ill. And that's a bad intent. Or somebody is mind controlled through these implants and they hear voices. They pick up signals, AI signals, bad messages from ETs, extraterrestrials. So implants can be used for good or for evil purposes. It just depends on the agenda and the programming of the implanting. But somebody does not need to have an implant in their brain or anywhere else in their body to communicate with beings from the Galactic Federation of Worlds. I just wanted to clear that up because there's people talking that you need to have implants to communicate with the Galactic Federation of Worlds or any other galactic beings. No, you don't need implants. You just need to be able to telepathically receive messages and send back messages with telepathy. That's all you need to communicate with beings from other planets. I don't believe that having implants is something that's safe or that we should have implants anywhere in our body or in the brain, because implants can be infiltrated and manipulated energetically, physically. They can be reprogrammed, misaligned. You may think you're getting positive messages from your extraterrestrial contacts when you're getting misinformation from AI systems that are masquerading as your contacts, and then you're telling people this misinformation, disinformation, and you have no clue whether it's right or wrong. You honestly don't know because you're not even aware that you're being manipulated yourself with what you're receiving and putting out into the world. So implants can be hacked. No implant is impermeable to modification, tweaking, hacking. If somebody tells you their implants are secure and cannot be hacked, they have no idea. Any type of implant can be hacked, modified, changed. If the beings who know about these implants are smart enough, they could figure out how to tap into your implant, modify it, change it, and you won't even know it until you're in such horrendous pain and agony. You'll be begging for these implants to be removed from your body so nobody could ever change you or modify you. I've had my Neuralink implants malfunction in my brain by leaking the nanofiber gold, and that nanotechnology was connected to my neurons and my axons. Nobody hacked my implants. They malfunctioned. And this is technology that's 300 years more advanced than what we have here on Earth. This is technology from Mars, and it malfunctioned. And I refuse to go back to Planetary Corp on the Mars basis, Mars Base 5 specifically, to have these implants recalibrated to work correctly, because I did not want to be back in the SSP. I did not want to serve in the SSP. I was given an option of either come back, have the implants recalibrated and functioning in my brain, and they'd fix it, but I'd have to serve in the SSP again, and that's not an option I wanted. It's not something I wanted to agree to. So I basically said no thanks to them telepathically, and I worked with positive ETs to do psychic surgery to remove the 4 implants from my brain so that my brain would not implode from the inside out and I wouldn't have white matter lesions. I was starting to lose my memory, and I have photographic perfect memory. I was starting to lose my vision. It was going dark. I couldn't see well because of the swelling and the inflammation in the left side of my brain. I was having horrible migraines, and I started having white matter lesions. That's not normal for me. I knew it was not. Those were the symptoms of the malfunctions from the implants. And I couldn't really download and upload information anymore that well with these implants because they were malfunctioning. The nanotech, the nanofiber gold, was leaking literally in the left side of my brain. And it showed up on the MRI scan as the white matter lesion. So, I do have physical evidence of the malfunction that was happening to these implants. It wasn't pretty. I was suffering. Nobody hacked them. It was just a malfunction. And I had no way of fixing it myself, of recalibrating the implants, and I didn't want to. I wanted them out of my brain, and I psychically retrained myself to be able to do the same things that these implants were augmenting in my own abilities. I did have to psychically retrain myself to do everything that I do now in my abilities. But you know what? I'm happy I don't have implants. Nothing in my brain can be hacked. No AI signals can be sent to any implants in my brain, my head. Well, actually, AI signals can be sent to anybody telepathically as well, but if you're aware that this can happen, you can energetically block it as well, so you're not mind controlled or manipulated. But I personally don't want any implants ever again in my body, or my auric fields, or my systems. I prefer to be natural and organic, and I'm able to telepathically communicate with extraterrestrials and receive uploads and downloads and universal knowledge and information. I don't need implants to do that. I can do that on my own with my own psychic abilities and psionics. So I just wanted to talk about these implants. Again, they could be physical, metallic, alloys, exotic alloys. They're very small usually. They can't really be detected by MRI unless it's metallic. It could be etheric. The implants could be etheric, physical, multidimensional. They can exist on many levels on the soul field or in your body. Sometimes people have one implant, sometimes they have multiples. It really depends on what the agenda is. And again, any type of implant is not impervious to programming and hacking. It can be hacked. I've seen it done, and I refuse to have any implants in my brain or in any of my body parts or in my soul fields. So anybody who tells you that their implants are not hackable, that's not a guarantee that this source or sources, whether they know it or not, because honestly, nobody can guarantee implants not being hackable and impervious to it, because any technology, even multidimensional, can be hacked if the right beings know how to do it. They can tap into the frequencies of the implants, they can change things, and you won't even know it until, things are happening that are very unpleasant. Then you can get an inkling that something is not right, but then it's too late. So I don't rely on any type of implants, and anybody who says that their implants work perfectly, are not hackable, cannot be modified, I cannot trust that type of a guarantee, because that's not a guaranteed thing. So I'm just wanted to discuss that today, and thank you so much, and namaste.